It's that time of the year, my friends, and 7 Day has come. And as I suspected, Bioware has gifted us with a few things to bite our teeth into. Now, by the time of posting this video, N7 Day isn't over yet, so it is possible that we'll get more news throughout the day, in which case I'll be covering that as well in a separate video. Alright, so as suspected, the Mass Effect team gave us an update on the Bioware blog, informing us on the status of the next game as well as introducing some of the leadership that's heading the next Mass Effect. And before even reading our first sentence, here is our first piece of art for the upcoming game since last year. And here it seems like we're seeing a post-Reaper War Ilium, as the cityscape below looks very much like the Asari home planet, and we even see a hologram of an Asari further down to the right. Now, there are other details here, but it's hard to say what, since I haven't been able to find a higher resolution version of this image yet. In any case, if this is a scene related to something we'll see in the game, then this image makes me even more certain that the game will be set right after Mass Effect 3. And if you look at the sky cars here, they look pretty much identical to the ones we see throughout the Mass Effect trilogy. But hey, I'll have to dive deeper into this in another video. Because after this art piece right here, Bioware says the following: "Greetings from across the stars. Today marks our annual celebration of you, the commanders and pathfinders who've made such a celebration possible. Happy N7 Day. Since we last spoke about the next Mass Effect game, pre-production development has been proceeding very well. The team, comprised of Mass Effect franchise veterans as well as some amazing new additions to Bioware, has grown steadily. They've been hard at work crafting new characters and locations that you'll love, as well as revisiting many that you'll remember." Now, it's nice to know that they're confirming that we are gonna revisit several places that we've already seen in the Mass Effect trilogy. And that last part about falling in love with new places and characters, I sincerely hope that is the case. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say that. Anyway, the blog continues with the following. "This year, we wanted you to meet some of the people leading that work, so we're putting a spotlight on 4 of the team's leads for you to get to know a little better. With every game we make, pairing new talent with the veteran developers has provided us with fresh perspectives and ideas, not to mention skills and experiences built from across the industry. Allow us to introduce you to Mike, Danielle, Mary, and Parrish." And then we're provided with 4 different images here, one being of the one and only Michael Gamble, who's leading the Mass Effect team. The Senior Development Director, Danielle Enns, who's in charge of coordinating the team, Parrish Lay, who's a Mass Effect veteran but also the franchise creative director, and finally we have Senior Narrative Director Mary Demarle, who joined the Mass Effect team earlier this year. And if you need a recap of who she is, then you can go check out this video here. In any case, all of them agree on being either privileged or excited to work on the next game. And Mary Demarle even adds that besides winning Best Narrative last year for Guardians of the Galaxy, joining the Mass Effect team is a highlight of her career, which is always nice to hear. Now, I might dive deeper into these biographies in another video, but for now, let's read on. "One day, when we're ready, we'll have more to share on the next Mass Effect, so thank you for being a part of this journey with us. It's exceptionally exciting for the team, and we'd love to continue sharing glimpses of what we're working on with you in the future. And on today of all days, we also want to honor the legacy that got us here. Millions of you have now experienced Mass Effect Legendary Edition, as returning players or for the first time. It means the world to us to see that you enjoy our games and become part of the story. Whether you've donned the N7 since the beginning, are planning to someday soon, or anything in between, it's a privilege to see you wear it." And now, you'd think that the blog would end here, but it doesn't. Besides revealing a crossover with The Sims 4, of all things, they also mentioned how they're working with the Bioware Gear Store and Dark Horse on future stuff that'll be revealed soon. So yeah, probably merch. Speaking of which, the Bioware Gear Store is now selling Shepard's jacket from Mass Effect 3, so go get it while it's still hot, as it's 20% off this week, because it's the N7 week. Oh, and don't forget to use my personal link. But now for the juicy part. The part you've all been waiting for. At the bottom of the blog, Michael Gamble leaves us one final message from the team, together with something very interesting. In the nearly 15 years since the release of the first Mass Effect, the biggest reason we still love working on it is the warmth, dedication, and passion of this community. There are some of you who have been with us through everything. We've grown together, sacrificed Ashley together, editor's note, or Caden, Mike, we all make different choices. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. Faced difficulties together and laughed until our faces were tired. Together. Okay, that's a good one. I love the self-reflecting humor here. It's pretty good. And for those of you who are And for those of you who are new to Mass Effect, thanks Legendary Edition, welcome. I can promise that many years of fun, adventures, and characters you'll fall in love with are still ahead. Regardless of when you joined us, through 4 games and more expansions, I can say with certainty that we're in this because of you, and every N7 day is a wonderful reminder of that. As we look forward, each week is a fun and exciting challenge for the team. We love bringing this universe to life, and although there's much more we want to share with you, that'll have to be for another time. For now, there is something we want you to look at. We've intercepted some strange footage from one of the monitoring stations in known space. It could be nothing, but... Now check this out. Now, I'll be completely honest, I have no idea what the hell is going on in that background sound. You can no doubt hear someone saying something in the background, but it's so noisy that it's impossible to make out. Speaking of which, if you do know how to filter that sound out, then please do contact me on Discord. I really want to know what the hell is going on here. Now, even if I can't discern what's going on in the audio, one thing that I can point out though is the fact that we now know for a fact that this thing is a mass relay. Not only because of the letters spelling MR7 here, which in that case stands for Mass Relay 7, but if you look at the message down to the left corner, you can see that it says Vacuum Dock Relay Construction Record. Then it says Monitoring Station Operated by Green Dagger Ltd. Property of Deep Space Dow SAV. Ship Captain Subnavark Soaral Gillian Jones. That is one strange name. Now what the hell does all this mean? Well, you're gonna have to give me some time on this one, because there's a lot to speculate on regarding this message. But if we look further down, it mentions the number 314. And 314 is a very interesting number because the only thing that correlates with that number is the mass relay that humanity first arrived at after activating the Soul Relay, which then sparked the first contact war between humanity and the Turians. Again, what does this mean? Well, I might have a few ideas, but I'll let this simmer with you guys for a while. Let me know your thoughts and your theories in the comments below. And as always, have a great N7 day, guys. MrHulthen signing out.